everyone! Even though we have only touched upon some of the terms, you can already see the different levels and layers of clauses and conditions that go into a term sheet. Not to mention all of the processes and details that startups will need to dig into. Therefore, some different forms of investments have been designed to save both time and money. Two of the most common ones that people have been using around the world are convertible notes and safes. These forms of investments don't require equity for this round of investment. However, it transforms into equity with conditions in the next round of investing when the valuation is defined. Normally, the time it takes for startups to complete all of the documentations and negotiations for a traditional term sheet can take up to 12 weeks. However, using either convertible notes or safes will shorten that time to around 2 to 6 weeks. First, let's take a look at convertible notes. The most important point is that this is a debt instrument, where investors give you money without taking equity at the moment. However, if your startup sets a valuation after raising a new round, the convertible notes can be converted into equity, and that's why it's called convertible notes. Now, let's see what convertible notes look like. A convertible note includes, first of all, dividends, since you now owe the investors money. However, in the grand scheme of things, the dividend amount is quite nominal. Next to note is that they will also include the maturity time frame. This is the date when investors can decide whether to recall the loan, which is the money you owe them plus the dividends, or turn the notes into the equity we mentioned earlier, depending on your next round of valuation. This is pretty common, especially for early-stage startups, since your early investors are mostly angel investors or FFF, friends, family, and fools. Therefore, startups can wait till a proper institutional investor comes in and gives your money a price, which they then use as a base to convert the early investor's share. Most importantly, if you take a look at the sample documents, you can find out how simple it is compared to the term sheets. That's why it's faster and easier. To dive a little bit deeper, normally, startups would reward these early investors and provide better convertible rates as they have shown their trust and faith from, well, an early point. Typically, startups will give them a discount on the valuation, which can be around 20%. However, similar to a term sheet to protect yourself, founders will also add a valuation cap to it. In terms of how the math works, we will not demonstrate within this course. If you're interested, please feel free to check out the supporting documents for more information. Next, safes, which are more popular now than convertible notes in the US. SAFE stands for Simple Agreement for Future Equity. SAFE was created by Y Combinator and is not a debt instrument, which means that it doesn't include dividend and maturity dates. However, it shares the same concept as the convertible notes in that they will convert into equity in your next round of investments with either discount or valuation cap. The benefit of SAFEs, aside from being convenient to both parties, is that it is a standard form issued by Y Combinator that saves founders time. This accelerates your fundraising. The downside is that there have not been a lot of precedents set from a legal perspective, so you should always remember to consult an experienced expert before signing any documents. Here, we provide an easy chart where you can compare the differences and elements of these three major ways of fundraising that we have mentioned throughout the course. And that's it. Congratulations, you have finished this module, and by completing this module, you have learned the core of the term sheets. We are not able to cover all of the terms, but if you're interested in learning more, Term Sheet Bootcamp actually offers an offline event that provides even more lessons and details. All in all, Hopefully, this module has provided you with a better picture of what to look out for in your term sheets. Please remember to check out other videos in this online term sheet bootcamp series on financial planning and due diligence that can be super helpful too. I'm Elisa. See you next time.